Hi all. Well, it's me. I finally wanted to introduce myself. Um, my name's Melissa, and I've been prepping off and on for about 10 years, which I never knew it was called prepping. I just probably started around 2000. My father was like, go out and get a bin and buy, this and this and this, and gave me some gas masks for the whole Y2K thing. Um, I guess that would have been 99. But anyway, so I've had that for several years and added to it. Every few years would pull it out and add to it, and then, but I would always be, picking up stuff here and there that I saw, or if I come across like a mess kit at Goodwill, I'd buy it, or anything I thought would be useful or had a little extra money, I'd buy, some extra, bandages or whatever. So I've been kind of squirreling things away for a long time, and just a little bit of food. I really didn't know how to go about storing food um, in that whole aspect. So I really just kind of stayed away from it, and I knew supplies, pretty much were good to go for quite a while. So, I recently, this past week, got all my bins out, and some of them were buried in my garage pretty good, and I ended up probably having about 7 to 8 different bins of supplies, um, and, clothing, shelter type things, medical, um, and so on, and unfortunately, the one place that I really don't have anything and I'm really worried about is I have no protection other than a little Sam Mace. We have young children, and we never really felt like we needed to have a gun, or we're not, neither one of us were brought up. Well, okay, back that up. My father has a lot of guns and gun collection and rifles and the whole thing. I know absolutely nothing about him. And just always stayed away from them and never had any experience with them. But I'm getting to the point now, um, because our bug out location would be, is about 20 miles from here, and it could take us, normally it's 45 minutes to get there, but if we had any issues, it would take us longer to get there. Um, and I'm worried about protecting ourselves in route, mainly. Once we get there, we'll be good to go. Um, uh, there's many, I mean, we could, um, I know he bought, like, some really high dollar things, and he has a reloading deal and all that. So we're good to go there. And I've even asked him, Dad, I really need you to give me something. So we have, and he's like, yeah, I'll make you up something, and da. But he's not done it yet. And I need some advice on what to do. Because, yeah, we don't really, it depends on the situation, what happens. If, it's more just a short-term thing, of course we're going to stay around here. Like a weather outage or, whatever. Something fairly short-lived, we would stay around here. But if anything, if the power was going to be out for more than, I'd say probably 2 days, we would go there. And that's been understood for many years. Many resources there. Um, so, and we have a Jeep, and I know I grew up in this area, I know all the roads, I know the back roads, I know multiple ways to get there. If for some reason people had roads blocked or whatever, we would just like take it off road, we'd get there. So, and hopefully we would be moving out sooner than everybody else because they would be worried about, what do I need to take? What do I need to take? This is where the prepping comes in. You don't have to think about what you need to take. You have your stuff ready in your bins, and you go. You load up, and you go. So now I'm getting to the point where I have enough that I need to start moving half of the stuff to the prep location. So we're not having to worry about hauling all of it. Or if we got caught, I don't know, off guard, and like if we weren't able to come back home and get our supplies, I'll have half of, everything there already. And then basically kind of have duplicates. In the food, I would like to at least get 3 months here built up. I'm at about 40 days right now worth of food, and that's just all canned goods and rice and stuff. And again, I've not gone out other than one bag of rice from Sam's Club. They've all just been a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. I look for the deals. I go, I'll pick up a bag of, rice or flour, when I see it on sale. And I just do a little each week that way. And that's the only way I've ever been able to do it. Some people have the money, they can go out and just shell out big bucks. I can't do that. I have to squeeze it in with everything else. And my husband, years ago, he said something about he wasn't sure why I did these survival kits and all this. Though now he sees me putting up the food, and I've talked to him about it, and he thinks I'm faking aliens or That's not what I think is going to happen. We had a really bad year. There was, we were paying all of our bills and our mortgage and everything, but there was nothing left to eat on. And he makes pretty good money. And I actually had to go to food shelter a couple times. And I did it for my kids and to have food, but it just felt so wrong. I'm usually the ones donating to that. And after I, sometime later when things eased up, I did redonate back to them as a sign of appreciation. But, somewhere I heard somebody say you have life insurance, you have auto insurance, you have health insurance. Well, putting food up is food insurance. I'm not going to count on stores anymore. I'm making an effort to, when I buy something, use it. When I buy a bag of potatoes, if I'm not going to use it before they go bad, can them. Like that, one thing of milk. I go in like phases with milk where I'll drink a lot of milk for a while and then I won't. So if I have some that's getting ready to go bad, I'm going to can it. Why not? So that's really where I'm going to try to not be wasteful and put this stuff up. Or dehydrate it, or stop throwing the food out. It's getting too expensive to throw out. And but anyway, so I really need help in back to the whole arming ourselves. I really need some suggestions on how do I go buy something, what to buy. I might have $100 to $200 that 1 week I could use. That's usually all I get a week, and I have to buy food and groceries and kids' lunch accounts and whatever. So, if you guys have any suggestions, I need them, because it's really the one area I feel just so vulnerable at. And again, my husband is not, he's not a hunter. He's a city boy, but he's not, foo-foo either. So, we work on cars and, we do a lot of that stuff too. He just never had any exposure to hunting and those sorts of things. So, but for me, over the years, what I've concentrated on is learning the things that I can do. And I think in a SHTF situation, it's all about finding your niche for survival. I learned how to make soap. Um, let's see, I've made candles for years. Uh, so I've learned the canning. I also took, this is going to be kind of funny, took a welding class in stick welding, not MIG or TIG, because I figured if you know, things all went crazy, stick welding is what would probably be the easiest and the most readily available. So that's just another thing that I know that I can do. And it's about acquiring skills and knowledge. It's not just about the physical things. You know, running through your mind, what am I going to do if, you know, things like that. I've done a lot of just visualization, and they know now that you can actually kind of rehearse things in your mind because your mind almost thinks you're actually doing it. So if you sit and quiet and really think these things out and very vividly, in a way you're rehearsing. And I have found that to be true over the years. If I had done that mental prep work, you just go automatic. There's no panic, you just know what to do. And so that's one thing I really want you guys to work on is the mental prep. And, you know, ask yourself the tough questions. What would you be willing to do? I know for me, I'll do whatever I have to. And, you know, it's kind of funny. I've always had that in me. You know, I've never been put in that kind of situation, but I know it's there. I mean, I've just always loved stories like the Donner Party, and, you know, those people who made it did what they had to do. And sometimes life gets gritty, and that's what you have to do. So, anyway, can't remember if there's anything else that, but yeah, just, you know, if you don't have a lot of money to buy preps, prep in here. Prep learning, you know, I even looked into alternative building techniques, you know, using hay bales and mud and, I mean, solar energy, how to drill a hand well, you know, just anything that could be, you know, useful. And again, it's going to be about finding a niche. And of course gardening. I've done some of that too. But yeah, just really, well, oh, I also sew. So that's another thing I know that I would be able to do. So no, I'm not probably going to be the one out there hunting and dressing animals, but I'll have other ways to, you know, make a living or make a way for ourselves. So, but anyway, well, I think I've talked long enough now, and my kids are getting ready to walk in the door any minute. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.